we're going to go live on YouTube as well as record this show. So it's all happening here. So because of the technology that we have, we're able to just sort of make all the magic happen. Oh.
It's fantastic. Amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so there's I can hear myself, and there's a bit of an echo, I think, because it's recording live as well.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know what I need to do. Let me mute that. There we go. Okay. So Haroun, rapping. What got you interested in rapping, man?
Man, it was just my friends back in Nashville, Tennessee. I remember I was riding on the bus and they showed me Lil Wayne, and I just loved it. I don't know what it was. It was the auto tune. It was the flows. It was what the people were saying. And like, I used to take really hard classes in high school. I'm sure you know, Ammar, my mom, your sister, would, encourage me to take the hardest classes, which, I wanted to do as well. And to get through that, I would need to just listen to a lot of hip hop music to keep myself engaged. So rapping for me has just been, a source of inspiration my whole life.
Fantastic. Yeah. Which is cool in the gang, right? As in, and music is something that brings people together. It connects people, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess so. I could see that, certainly.
Okay, and so this morning we're doing a bit of a review of 2023 as well, or 2022 even, and then focusing on 2023. So shall we listen to your rap first? Are you ready to go? Are you ready to make the magic happen?
I think we should get it going.
Okay, take it from the top.
All right. This is just a drill beat I found on YouTube, everyone. So, because I'm in the UK, so got to make sure we're accommodating and trying new flows. So here we go.
Is it happening?
Can you hear the beat?
No. You'll have to put it closer to the microphone.
Jordy American, let's go. Not hearing the beat?
Can you move it? Can you make it louder? Can you put it next to the microphone on your laptop?
How's that?
As in, just move it closer.
How about that?
Is it playing?
It is, yeah. I can play it through my laptop too. Maybe that'll be the most ideal. Maybe I'll just do.
Well, no, just put it next to the microphone, wherever your microphone is, and then let's go. It's more about the rapping. That's the beat's just the background, right?
Yeah, I see two speakers. I've never actually thought about where my microphone is on my laptop.
Is it next to the camera?
It could be.
Just put it next to the is it playing? I can't hear anything, which is, so turn it up as loud as you can.
That is hold on, drill tight beat.
Okay.
Body, UK/New York. Let's do it. I'm just gonna find it on here.
Okay, cool. So as our listeners are adjusting to this, because it's obviously, whilst you and I can see each other, Haroun, if you imagine our listeners on a radio, if there's any silence, it sounds like it's gone dead. So on radio, silence is the worst thing in the world. So we just need to keep the flow, go with the flow, can't beat the system. And so I'll let you do what you need to do whilst I continue to talk and share the fact that it is the last show business on Spice FM of 2022. And I wouldn't mind reflecting on the type of things that have happened. We started the year, I think, with COVID, didn't we? I can't remember.
2020. That was back in 2020.
Yeah, but as in, was COVID still around at the beginning of this year? Can you remember?
It might have been. Yeah. Might have been, honestly. Agreed.
Yeah, but it's funny how quickly time is passing, yet how much we're doing more in time as well.
Yeah.
So as in, it's extraordinary that a day seems to go like that, but how much you're trying to fit and fill in a day, it's crazy. Have you got the music sorted? Are we ready?
Yeah, can you hear it?
No.
Still can't hear it?
Well, I can hear you. I can't hear any music.
Can you hear it now?
No. Still can't hear anything. But if you're, try your phone again and just move it around your laptop until it gets to a point that I can hear it. So
yeah,
press play on your phone. Keep playing. Keep playing. Keep playing. No, I can't hear it. It's funny. I can't hear your music, which is crazy. Let me try to give me a second. I'm gonna wonder if I can do this. I'm gonna share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can share sound.
There you go. That's how we'll do it. Here, I'm going to send you the link.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior born. Long lay the world in sin and in their pining to be at Him and the soul that it's born. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Oh, on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ is born. Oh, night divine, oh, night divine.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let us receive our King. Let every heart prepare Him room. Let every heart prepare Him room. And heaven and nature see. And heaven and nature see. And heaven and nature see. Joy to the world, the Savior.
Okay. let's try this again.
All right, let's try it. Here we go.
Wait. Sorry, because I've got something else playing in my background. So we're going to try this one more time from the top. Haroun, are you there? Can you put your camera on? Can we see you?
Oh, sorry. Yep. Let's go. All right, everyone. Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Are you ready?
Yep. It's coming. Jordy American, let's go. I got them in the West Road, and they know I got the best flows. Might surpass your favorite rapper. Okay, yeah, you never know. Okay, yeah, you never know. Yeah. Jordy for life, trying to be a legend like Ammar and Shira. Use radiators for heaters. Hop in that two-seater with the Marmamu. He stacked cheese fondue. Tell me what you gonna do. He's a CPE. Yeah, that's major status. His wife just made partner at a law firm. They stacking, playing Call of Duty with his son. Yusuf. The reason you hate on us is because you suck. I'm a Jordy, and I'm feeling alright. Yeah, I'm really out here killing the beat. Yeah, I'm up in the northeast, stacking my bread like yeast. Sheesh. That's all for today.
Well done. And you made that up on the fly last night. You just came up with it and you refined it this morning. Wonderful. Well done. And I'm imagining lots of people are very interested and intrigued in your ability to rap and make up beats on the fly. So I know that your laptop's potentially going to die very shortly, but tell us what does success look like, Haroun? What's the future? But remember, we're on radio, so every time you take a very long time to answer a question, it feels as if there's a longer time for our listeners. So you need to be able to answer immediately.
Okay. I think success for me just looks like continuing to build the fan base and rap, just continuing to make tracks, continuing to put content out there, continuing to meet genuine people who are there for me and I'm equally there for them. I think the biggest thing that I've learned from I've only been doing this for 3 months. The biggest thing that I've learned is it's all about community. And these are people that kind of, check in on me, but I also check in on them. So just continuing to build. And, I'm hoping to do more shows too. I've never really done a show. I've done one performance. I did that a month ago in front of 15, 20 people. But this time, January 5th, actually right when I get back from England, I'm doing a show with 15 to 20 other unsigned or underground artists. So, just looking forward to getting more opportunities and kind of put myself out there.
Good. And that's it. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to get around. I think it's wonderful that we've got you on Spice FM. Here's Jalf. So you might need to do the rap again for Jalf because he loves this type of thing, is what he does. So this is Jalf. Hey, Jalf.
Hey, good morning, Ammar. How you doing?
Yeah, great.
But I was getting my shoulder looked at. Everything okay? How you doing, Ammar? How was your break?
Yeah, all good. Yeah. We were. You looking well? You're looking really well.
Well, hold on. I'll be better when I can get this phone stuck on the thing. There you go.
How's it going, Jeff?
Hey, how you doing? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm great. Sorry, my laptop just died, so kind of having some technical difficulties this morning, to say the least.
Yeah, it's not easy.
So Haroun's flown in from America. Jalf, my nephew, to do a rap on Spice FM on our show. He's just done a rap. Can I suggest that both of you guys turn your phones on the side so we get the full angle rather than, yeah, exactly, like that. Perfect. Just because it just makes the view so much better. Jalf, are you babysitting as well? Are you, what's happening?
I've got my nephew here, and
Oh,
So,
I've got my
yeah.
nephew here as well. You've got your nephew. It's bring your nephew to Spice FM, dear.
Yeah, I will one day. Okay, Touchy, you got to be quiet. Okay.
Why have you got your nephew there?
Because my brother Ashraf is getting a treatment done as well.
Oh, lovely. That's nice. Cool. All right.
So
Where's my invite?
it's always done in threes, you know.
I want a treatment. Yeah.
I'll send them over.
Yeah, I'd like some treatment. Haroun would like some treatment as well. So, Jalf, how was your Christmas?
Yeah, it was really good, Ammar. You know, everyone asked the question, "Oh, do you celebrate Christmas?" Well, actually, of course, because we live in the UK. Socially, culturally, it's a day off. You get together with a family, and actually, you take the opportunity to have a English breakfast for a change from the curries that we have every other day. So everyone gets into the kitchen, get roast legs of lamb, get roast chicken, and you get all the works on Christmas. And interestingly, it happens in our home. It happens in the homes of the in-laws. So I was away in London with my wife's sister's family, and honestly, they just did all the works, and it was amazing. So yeah.
And did you come back then? Were you back from?
No, I was away. I'm off. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and I came back on Boxing Day.
Did you? Right. Why? Why were you away?
But just for a change, they've invited us for so many years, and you kind of stay at home. But just now had kind of taken the initiative and booked me in like last January or something, made the commitment. So obviously I went to it, but it was really good, and we went to 3 different homes, and equally whilst we do things in our way in terms of flavors of the food, but it's the fact that everyone takes the opportunity to have a family get together, which is what Christmas is all about, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. Haroun, what did you do? Obviously, we can see your fingers on the phone and the camera, so just be mindful of that as well. But Haroun, what did you do on Christmas Day?
I flew into the UK.
On Christmas Day?
And then, well, no, I flew into the UK Christmas morning, and then I just caught up with family here. So It was, pretty low-key Christmas.
You were traveling on Christmas Eve? Is that when you set off from?
Yep.
And what was that like? Did you see Santa Claus flying past in the reindeers?
Yeah, I saw the reindeer and Santa Claus. Yeah, but no, Jeff, I agree with your mentality. It's it's important to, even though I didn't really do much of it this year, I definitely hope to in the future kind of celebrate Christmas more, because I feel like us being in the West, it's important to kind of, try to blend into the customs as much as possible. And it's really fun, honestly. I know personally growing up, I grew up in a pretty, kind of Islamic kind of background. I used to go to Islamic school until I was like 9 or 10. And then I went to public school, and all these kids were celebrating Christmas. I couldn't celebrate it. So it felt weird. So, when I have kids someday, hopefully I'd want them to kind of, be excited about putting cookies in the stockings and all the good stuff, and really celebrating it. So
yeah, but I think we still need to understand the identity that you have, whether it's whatever faith, each individual belongs from. I think that remains intact. I think it's then a matter of embracing elements of a culture that we live in on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't mean we have to embrace every part of the culture. Because some parts of it, I can't connect with. I can't connect with people acting drunk and disorderly in town on a Saturday night. So that's not something that I would embrace. But having designated family time on a particular day where the whole country is off, and I don't think many Christians celebrate Christmas because of religious purposes. I think they celebrate it because culturally and socially they are free. Because religion, I think, back in the day when we were kids, even on the TV, everything was all about Jesus.
Yeah.
But I've not heard anyone make reference to Jesus and Christmas anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, have you apart from maybe those that go to church, but everything in the media and anywhere that you go, the shopping, and there's no references to Jesus. Phoenix Windows are not going to have Jesus anymore. So there's been a significant shift from it being a religious occasion to a social occasion. Do you think I'm right, Ammar, in that prognosis?
Sadly for me, and it is quite sad, is that religion, which informed and formed a lot of how communities come together, celebrated, and all of those type of things, seems to have, I wouldn't say be forgotten, but not recognized as much as it historically was. I used to love singing hymns in school growing up, you know, whether they had religious connotations or not. I think people who celebrate Christmas from a religious perspective should be doing so by going to church. That's my belief, right? And obviously, you know, as Muslims or Islamic faith individuals, we recognize and appreciate, you know, Jesus as a prophet, and peace be upon him. You know, as in, and you know, the only there's probably 2 or 3 differences that exist between Christianity and Islam when it comes to Prophet Jesus. However, the only fundamental difference is that Christians believe that Jesus is the Son of God, and Muslims don't. They believe that Jesus, God, is omnipotent, and you know, that is that. But the beliefs that Jesus was a prophet, that he came from Mary or Miriam, as is recorded in Islam, and Isa.
She's a very, very important part of Islam as well.
But she is and actually Jesus and Isa has more of a feature in the Quran, you know, and Mary and Miriam, as in the Islamic name for Mary, Miriam has her own chapter and is the only female and is recorded more times in the Quran than she is mentioned in the Bible, and is recognized as the foremost, most important you know, sort of female that out there. So she was a virgin, you know, that it was Isa or Jesus, prophet, was born you know, at a particular time, and that he was able to speak in the cradle. You know, he was able to speak, having been born, and he was able to you know, heal people, and all of these beliefs that exist. So anyway, going back to your point, it is quite sad for me to see, and this is a purely personal view, you know, that religion, which formed the backbone and the backdrop of society and community, seems to have not be recognized as much as it could or should historically. So yeah, but the point about coming together, you know, I was very fortunate, Jalf, to go up to meet Father Christmas. So
yes, how is he in real life?
One extreme to the other. So that extremity of you know, sort of going to Lapland. So we woke the kids up at 3 a.m. on the Wednesday morning beforehand, and I jumped on and went to the airport at 4 a.m. So imagine the kids, you know, like, oh my gosh, what's going on, and whatever else. And we got there Thursday. We and you get kitted out. It was minus 15 degrees.
Was it really?
It was freezing. Like if you want to experience the cold, like you need to go somewhere like that. And then you come back here and you realize that people are complaining about a little chill, and you're going, really? Because I actually had chill blains on my mouth.
Really?
Yeah, it was like frozen. I went sort of went skiing on a ski mobile on a frozen river. And this, imagine a river probably 3 times the size of the Tyne,
Right.
and it's frozen over.
Totally frozen.
Totally frozen. And you're going on a ski mobile. So I had like I had the kids and we're going on a ski mobile, and you're thinking, I'm skiing, I'm actually on a river that's bigger and wider than the Tyne. And then you meet Father Christmas. Anyway, it was just good. It was like an incredible experience. Quite unique. I was like, prior to going, I was thinking, do I want to be at home? Because I quite like being at home. I like, that perspective of celebrating because of the kids and because of my wife and things like that. We do celebrate Christmas in our house. It's one of those things. But at the same time, we recognize why that is and who it is and whatever else. So it was different. But the hotel was amazing. There was a ski slope going down the side of it. We were
Christmas
sledding.
dinner, was Christmas dinner in the hotel?
Sorry?
Christmas dinner was in the hotel.
Yeah.
And how was that?
So we got there, we chilled out on the first day. Second day was a full-on day where you went reindeer sledging, you went with husky sledging, you went seeing Father Christmas. That was Christmas Eve type thing. And then on Christmas Day, we went out again on reindeer sledging. So it was just different because you were getting up, you were doing things that you would never, ever do, ever. And then the dinner was an evening type of dinner. They had some fireworks on the roof. And it was good. It was cool. It was exciting. It was a beautiful, wonderful experience. Really, really fortunate and very lucky. My wife had booked it. So she had booked it like in January last year. It's what she'd done. So it was just, I would recommend it, Jalf.
A lot of people, Ammar. Was it busy? Very busy.
Yeah. The flights were full everywhere we went. It never felt as if it was crowded. Do you know what I mean? But everywhere was full. Our hotel, as I say, I'll send you some of the pictures. And then we seen the Northern Lights.
All right.
On Christmas Eve. So
and how was that?
from the top of the hotel roof. Oh, it was just incredible. Imagine like green, like it looks alien type, as in it's one of those experiences that you just simply can never ever replicate. And it's one of the best places in the world to see it. The whole thing was magical. I'm being forced to switch off. I didn't look at my emails. I didn't look at my phones. I sent some messages. That was it. And it was just, coming back into work, you feel, because if you're at home, you know what it's like. You're still thinking about, all right, am I going to do this? I need to organize that. I need to buy this. I need to do these things. And I've just gone, I'm leaving on the Wednesday. That's it. So coming back in, I came back in a couple of days back, checked on the offices and things like that, and that was so.
That's good.
So it was good. Jalf, you missed Haroun's rap, so I'm going to ask him to do
Haroun's
it
gonna have to
again
do it
from
again?
the top. Haroun,
Go on, Haroun.
are you
Let's hear your
happy?
rap.
Are you ready? Are you willing? Are you able?
Can you guys see me still or no?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see you, Haroun.
Every time you keep, but we can see you messing around with your phone.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to pull up the right tools. I just want to make sure while I have stuff in the background that it's not going to be.
Okay, cool.
So, anyways, we'll get it going. So that's crazy. Wow, Zoom's come a long way. That's brilliant. All right, give me one moment.
Jalf, were you busy? Have you been busy? What's it been like?
Yeah, just been crazy busy. Been a brilliant week in the city. Yeah, it's been really, really good. I think it's been the first Christmas, the first real Christmas that we've had in restaurants since it's been 3 years.
Right.
since the pandemic. I mean, it's been terrible, but I mean, it's just nice to have a bit of normality. So the Christmas parties have been there in force, and it's been great fun. It's been good. It's been a great month. The city,
Well done.
city,
And what's
yeah.
happening? And what's happening this
Football?
week? This week?
Yeah, just more of the same. Big New Year's Eve on Saturday, and then open. Just I think the big night is going to be New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Day is just going to be probably another Sunday, and then back to normal from Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Haroun?
I'll do it. Yeah. Let's see.
Let's
See
go.
what Jalf thinks. I just wrote this last night, so
Okay,
practiced it this morning, and now we're here.
let's go.
Little minute freestyle. Let's go. All right. Go to American, let's go. I got fam on the West Road, and they know I got the best flows. Spice surpass your favorite rapper. Okay, yeah, you never know. Okay, yeah, you never know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Doing it for life, trying to beat the legend like I'm Alan Shearer. Use ready as fajitas, hopping that pizza with a marmama. He stack, she's fondue. Tell me what you gonna do. He's a CBE, okay? Yeah, that's major status. His wife just made partner at a law firm. They stacking, playing Call of Duty with his son. Yeah, you suck. The reason you hate on us is because you suck. I'm majority and I'm feeling Ari. Yeah, I'm really killing a beat. Yeah, I'm up in the northeast, taking my bread like yeast. Sheesh. With Jalf. Yeah, we're having a laugh. Yeah, it's a freestyle. This is off the cuff. Yeah, I just say whatever's up. Yeah, raise your cup if you got a coffee. Yeah. They want to talk to me. All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, that's cool, man.
Josh
Well
nephew
done.
was
Thank
getting in on it as well. So Haroun's a rapper.
No, well, look, it's great, man. It's great. So what do you actually do, Haroun? Is it just a part-time fun thing, or is it got some legs in what you want to do in the future with it?
Yeah, so I'd say right now, I mean, it's pretty much just a part-time fun thing. I mean, I'm trying to make it. It's my side hustle, no doubt. I work in finance, though. I work in mergers and acquisitions.
Okay,
so
that's good. It's good, though.
Yeah.
It's good you've got your foundations in place and you do it for a hobby, and then you never know where you're going to end up.
Exactly.
Excellent.
So yeah, he's recorded some professional tunes, Jalf. So he's going to become rapping around town and things like that. He's out and about. You know, it's all happening, man. It's all happening. Jalf used to be a producer and things like that, Haroun.
You know what? When I was 15 years old, Haroun, we used to have a group. It was called the B-Boys, and it was obviously you grow up and you get into you kind of being an inner city kid, you know, growing up in Fenham and all the rest of it. It's just something that happened, and we did it. It was fun. We did a few shows on stage. It was interesting. Helped to develop your personality, I guess. But you know, didn't get anywhere. But I guess we had a bit of fun out of it. But then from that, maybe that's what led to me having an event management business and being involved in music during my time at university and stuff. So it can lead to things. So whether you make it as a rapper or in a band or not, that's kind of the end goal, and it's the best outcome. But if that doesn't happen, I think it can open lots of other avenues and lots of leads, and you develop yourself, and that's part of life. So I think hey, good luck to you, and hopefully you get to where you want to get to with it. And if not, it's going to benefit you in many other aspects of life either way.
I think so.
Thank you, Jalf. That's amazing insights. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And how long are you in the UK for?
Just for like another week, honestly, because I got to get back to work, like you were saying too. Like it's coming back right away. So
Yeah.
I'm actually on Tuesday. I'm going to London.
Okay.
I'll be in London from Tuesday, and then I fly out Thursday, and I'm going to watch Newcastle play Arsenal.
Oh, you're going to watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. You managed to get the tickets, right? That's good.
Yeah. Yep. Going with my other uncle and then my cousin. So just going to get that experience.
Oh, man.
Maybe they'll get a win.
Hopefully it's going to be a victory for us. So
hopefully. I
Yeah.
mean, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, that would be absolutely insane.
yeah.
But
Excellent.
Jeff, they've been playing really well. Have you been
Yeah,
to the games?
Yeah. Obviously, I get to all the games, and we were second in the league, but Man City have kind of, got a couple of points on us now. But we've got Leeds away, and I've obviously get the players in and stuff, and the momentum at the moment within the team is like phenomenal. And I think we're just hoping that if we have the second half of the season that we had last season, then we are going to be in a shot for top 4. Winning the league is going to be probably beyond us, but miracles can happen. But definitely, if we get a top 4 place and we progress in the Carabao Cup and get into the final, and we've got Leicester in about 10-12 days time. So look, the team is doing really, really well. Hopefully, they're going to make some surprising signings, I really hope, in this window, because the Saudi boys are so ambitious. They've got the money, and they know that to match the ambition, they need to give us at least 2 more players. If they give us 2, 3 more players in this window who are going to be able to come into the first team and make a difference, I think we'll have a shout of winning the Carabao and definitely being in top 4, and that would be phenomenal.
Oh, I think we will. I think it's really exciting is what it is. But does your nephew want to do a rap as well? Is that what he's trying to do?
He is rapping, isn't he?
All right, okay. I thought it was like, where's everyone else? Is everyone else out? Yeah.
I think everyone's chilling, yeah.
Okay. So why have you got responsibility?
I think because they're not around at the moment. So
all right, fair enough. Okay. Do you not give them like YouTube or something like that to watch? Is that not,
yeah, normally, but I think it's better to keep them off that as much as possible, isn't it, Ammar? Because let them do some physical thing.
God, it's horrible to see the kids just like staring intently.
Yeah, let him play with his little games and be active in that way, I think.
Yeah, I agree. So, what can you remember for the last few minutes, Jeff? What's the highlight of 2022? I mean, we could do the year in review next week, where we can go through the year. But it's funny because COVID was still around, wasn't it?
COVID.
Was COVID not still around?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know whether it's around or not, but in my head, it's not been around. No,
sorry, I'm talking about in January when we started the year. Can you remember?
Yeah, I think it was because, well, they mentioned, I remember this time last year where Boris Johnson mentioned that if you want to either go and see do you want to go out partying or do you want to see your mum? You make a decision. Or something stupid like that. I think the highlight of 2022 has been the political turmoil in the UK and the political turmoil in the world. And I just feel as though that everything that's happened and the way that the leaders have conducted themselves, I've lost a lot of faith in our leaders. I think for me, that's probably been the most significant thing that's happened in 2022. And with Boris Johnson going, Liz Truss going, then now we've got Rishi Sunak and everything that's happened around the world politically, economically. I just feel it's been a very, very sad year for the world in general. Everything that's happening in Ukraine and the way that everything's turning, the narratives and the agendas that have been there, I think it's been worse than ever before. So I think that's probably been the thing that I would remember most in 2022.
Yeah. Haroun, what do you remember from 2022?
I would have to agree with Jalf a lot. I mean, it's definitely been a year of turmoil, to say the least. politically, I don't stay too involved in politics, but you can't avoid it. So it's just accurate, especially with the Ukraine-Russia war. That's just one of the saddest things. But even just the economic turmoil. Fortunately, because I work in healthcare, it's a relatively a recession-proof industry, but still, we've got private equity investors that have invested in us, and they're hurting a lot as we plan for budget for 2023. I mean, we're about to get on a hiring freeze ourselves, and we're seeing all these tech company layoffs, which fortunate we're not there yet, but when you've seen the housing market, I personally bought a house, my first house, 6-7 months ago, and the price has just went up and down, and it's because of the mortgage rates have just skyrocketed. So just a lot of uncertainty. So I think it's been a tough year, and it's going to be really I think a lot of people are on their toes for what's coming next.
Yeah. I think, like you said, Haroun, we have to be ready as a nation for 2023, but we need the governments to be honest and fair and think about the people first and foremost, as opposed to the corporate that they seem to favor always. And I think that's going to be critical for 2023. So let's hope that 2023 resilience is going to be key. But as an individual, how much can we do unless the governments are doing the things for the best interest of their people? And hopefully that's the message that we can send home to them, and everyone needs to maybe send that message to the government so that they can maybe look at us in the way that they should.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's certainly going to be a very challenging year for everyone. We're entering 2023, sadly, with an incredible amount of hopelessness and helplessness, because we don't know what we don't know. As in just this morning, getting another email from the energy supplier telling us that the energy prices are going up as of the 31st of December, as of tomorrow. And then from that, we mortgage rates, like you name it, the levels of uncertainty that we have no control over are amplified. It doesn't feel as if we've come through, all right, here's COVID. And whether we had elements of stability or whatever it was, right? We had COVID. That was at the start of COVID, it was meant to be a couple of months. Can you remember? It was meant to be a couple of months.
3 weeks to lower the curve.
Yeah. And that was it. That's what was meant to happen. That went on and on and on. We then had a political uncertainty. We then had Russia. We've then had the impact and the output from all of the what you can only describe as spending, on things that have impacted us as citizens, as individuals. So, the cost of all of our energy supplies aren't exclusively related to, the war. They've got more to do with how much we'd provided in subsidies, how much we'd invested in incorrectly in a variety of initiatives, how we'd sort of decommissioned the nuclear, and now we're having to recommission it, and it's costing us, all of these decisions that were on the back of a whim. And then there's this, all of
your only dedicated Asian and world music radio stations, 98.8 FM.
Merseyside police say a 30-year-old man from Tranmere who was arrested on suspicion of the murder of 26-year-old Elle Edwards has been recalled to prison on licence. A 19-year-old woman has been bailed and a 31-year-old man remains in custody. Tributes continue.